Exciting.
So we're live with Austin Lapp, owner of Wine Trail Properties, and I'm super excited to be talking to you today. I respect you for the business that you're running. It's been
Thanks.
a great addition to the Penn Yan Finger Lakes community. And so my first question for you is this your first time running a business?
It is actually. I didn't start the company. It was started by a friend of mine, who he had actually started property management, and he had a bunch of apartments, and he had other business ventures, and he was getting busy, and he looked around the area, and just didn't really find a property management company that he was happy with. So he started. He figured he'd start a property management company. He actually hired me just to run it originally. And through that, it kind of morphed into real estate. He bought a real estate brokerage through the process. There again, I was running it, and then I bought in a share, and then just recently, bought the whole thing from him. But I took the opportunity just because it was an opportunity. I mean, I remember thinking, when he presented it to me, I wasn't really going to be making a lot more money, actually less money than what I was making at my previous job, but I could see the potential. Not just for the financial side of it, but I knew it would grow me, and I knew it would stretch me, and it definitely did do that. So yeah.
Yeah, so business isn't just about growing the financial piece, but
No.
also the personal.
Yeah.
Cool. That's interesting. The real estate business is something that I've always viewed as very detailed. A lot of steps that are needed and lawyers are involved with. So a part of running your business is running it with integrity. And I view that you do that really well. And so I was going to ask you, what are the benefits for you in running a business with integrity?
Well, that's a good question, and yeah, that's always been a big thing to me. The benefits of running a business with integrity is that you don't have to, when you lie or cheat or steal or whatever, you have to, make things up to cover that. And honestly, I have so many things flying through my brain in any given day that I don't want to have to worry about covering up a mistake or not owning something that was my mistake. And it's interesting that you say that, because that's the one thing that really matters to me. Whoever works here, that's like one of the first things that I talk to them about is, look, I'm pretty laid back on a lot of things, but the one thing is you have to practice the golden rule, and you had better never lie or compromise your integrity. Otherwise, you break your trust. It's hard to gain it back. I mean, some people, you just can never gain it back after you break it. And so, yeah, it's a big deal to me.
It's a solid business move. Financially, it pays off in the long run.
It does. Yeah, and I always, that there's a proverb that says a good name is to be chosen rather than riches. And I've ran into that before in business, where I actually could have taken the opportunity for money over a good name. And what I found out is that if you go after the good name, you don't have to worry about the riches. They just, I feel like God blesses you, and that just follows you then. And so if you go after the good name, the riches just follow it. So
cool. Kudos to you for agreeing to run your business that way.
I try. Yeah.
So I guess the last question I have is, a lot of people, when they start a business, are concerned with finances. And so you mentioned riches, but what's one financial tip that you would give to someone starting a new business?
Yeah, starting a new business. Boy, it takes me back a couple years. I'm thinking back in the beginning days, there was very little invested, and it seemed to just disappear pretty quick. And so I always tried to keep it pretty lean. And the one thing that you just have to do in the beginning is just get money through the door. Like, whatever it takes to get money through the door. Think outside the box. Don't stick to, I would find myself doing things or working at jobs or on doing different projects that were in no way related to the future of what I was going to do, but I had to keep the doors open. I had to keep the bills paid, and I had to keep the lights on. And so I remember just, while I was doing it, like, this is this is keeping things going, which in the long, and I just kept my vision and, just believe that eventually it would pan out, and it did. But yeah, the biggest thing is just stay lean and make sure whatever you got to do to get money through the door, just so you can keep things going. And financially, I mean, that was probably the biggest thing for me, is just, that, and you just trust that it's going to work out.
That's a good plan. A lot of businesses go in with their financial plan and they try to stick to it. And it's interesting to hear that even with that, you need to maintain flexibility.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I learned too, is, and you see people do it. It's good to have a plan, but you always have to constantly be readjusting, looking at things. Okay, well, how can we capitalize on this part of the business? Or, I'm bored for a day, how do I, or not bored, but, running out of stuff to do. What can I do now that's going to make money in 3 months from now? And that was, other thing that I learned too, specifically to the real estate, is, I have to constantly be working on things that, are going to be beneficial down the road. So even though it may not look like it right now, it will be further on down. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate meeting today, and
yeah,
it's been good.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah.